ASMR. Hope you're doing really well today. In today's video, I would like to do some tapping on my books, which are either side of me. Just random books. I really enjoy book tapping videos. I haven't watched any for a while, but I really enjoy them. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So I'm just going to grab one from the pile and let's just go. First one, this is, you've seen this many times before, this is my French Collins Easy Learning Complete French Grammar, Verbs and Vocabulary. 3 books in one. I am only at the start of this book because I feel like I do need to read it like cover to cover. And the great thing about this book is that it actually sort of gives me the English definitions of like English grammar, because like when English is your first language, like it is mine, you take for granted the definitions, even like like verbs, adjectives, nouns, adverbs, prepositions, and all that. So I think it's important to know what those are in English before you could even start to learn those in French. So if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm learning French. I've been learning French for nearly 3 years at the time of recording, and I use different apps and things like that, but I also have like live online teachers which I've been with, and I have one teacher who's quite strict on grammar, and they were like, what's the definition of an infinitive? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And he's like, he looks at me like I'm not very bright. But it's like you know what an infinitive is, but you just don't think about the definition. But I think when you're learning a new language, I think it is important to know the definition. So anyway, that's what this book does. So it gives you that like at the beginning of the book, and then the rest is like sort of definitions, and it's like a dictionary as well. So it's really handy. You might have seen a flash of the bookmark there. This is what you call, I guess, like a lobby card. So they don't tend to do these in movie theatres, but I'm a huge movie buff, and I had the lobby card for My Blueberry Nights, which was a Wong Kar-wai film with Jude Law and Nora Jones, Rachel Weisz, and Natalie Portman, and it just sort of caught me at the right time. And it's like a neon lit film. It's not like an amazing story, but just the neon lights of this like small town America is like set in a cafe where Jude Law makes all these cakes, and it's like a romance. But I just love the visuals of it, and so I use these. I have a big collection of these, and instead of tossing them or recycling them, I like to use them as bookmarks for the various books I have going. Okay. Alright, let's just go. Okay, I've done this one before. I'm still struggling through this one. This is The Drinking Den by Émile Zola. So he's a very well-known French author. This book was written in the 1800s, and I've spilled coffee on it. This book was first published in 1876. Wow. Okay. It's very modern. It's about this protagonist, Gervais, and just sort of her life going through like different relationships, and she's got kids, and she struggles with like poverty and different characters and things, and it's all set in Paris during that time, and the dialogue is very sort of naturalistic, so it's very like jam-packed. And because it's also a translation, I sort of struggle with to get through it, but I'm like halfway through. So, and my bookmark for this is another movie, A United Kingdom, which is a British movie. It's based on a true story of I can't remember. She's just a member of royalty who married this man played by David Oyelowo and Rosamund Pike. Obviously, the story about sort of racism and colonialism, and love conquering all. It's a really good film. I recommend it if you haven't seen that. so that's a United Kingdom. So it's becoming more like movie talk than book talk. But yeah, I got an interesting story of how I got this. I was in the city where I used to live actually, and this lady was just kind of basically having a yard sale of the most random stuff you ever saw. Like she had like a few books and a few bits of like kitchen furniture, and I think she was just like giving it away, but she was sat there and this looked interesting, so I picked it up. So yeah, and I started it last year, and because life has been so crazy, I haven't really had a chance to read it, but it's long. It's like including all like the notes and indexes and stuff. It's like 440 pages, and I'm on page 220, so I am halfway through. I keep telling myself I'll do like 10 pages a day, and that'll eventually get me through the book, but even that doesn't happen sometimes. Alright, next, this one is The Wicked Wit of William Shakespeare. It's a hardcover book. This is like a compilation book. I got this as a gift for Christmas once, and it's just got the quotes from William Shakespeare on different themes like love, insults, death, things like that. I have a confession to make. I have read this book, but I actually use it to prop up my very heavy monitor. I have to use 2 monitors for my job, and it just makes things easier. And I use this to prop up my monitor along with a couple of other books, just because it's nice and sturdy. And I've read it, so it's having a second life. I'm so sorry, Mr. Shakespeare, but it's what he would have wanted. It's what he would have wanted. But yeah, let me just. I'll read one thing. Politics. No, that's not doing it for me. Playing upon the word. Okay. So plays upon words. Okay. Okay. How every fool can play upon the word. I think the best grace of wit will shortly turn into silence, and a discourse grow commendable in none only but parrots. That is Lorenzo from The Merchant of Venice, Act 3, Scene 5. Okay. I'm not too familiar with The Merchant of Venice, but I have seen it. I saw like the Al Pacino version, which I thought was fine. It was just okay. Al Pacino's always great. The movie was okay. Yeah, that's The Wicked Wit of William Shakespeare. I'm going to move on because I don't want this video to get too long. Next, Star Wars Lost Stars, which I bought this the last time I went to the USA to visit my girlfriend in Tennessee. And this is you might have seen this before. It might have been, I don't know if I did it in a random tapping video, but yeah, I started this, but I'm really not very far through it, and oh my goodness me, I think that I have lost the bookmark, and I've lost my place. Damn. Okay. I've just no, it's a thin bookmark. Okay. So I got this from Barnes and Noble, and it came with like this cute little bookmark there as well. I'm on page 91. This book is actually a young adult novel, or YA novel, so it's aimed at younger readers, but it makes it easier for me to read. And basically the plot is it's kind of like about a young Imperial cadet and then a young rebel cadet. They go their separate ways. Well, they're both in the Imperial Academy, but then Ron joins the rebellion, but then they fall in love, but obviously because they're on opposite sides, it's like a Romeo and Juliet star-crossed lovers thing. You've got someone who's on the good side and someone who's on the bad side. I don't think I got far enough to find out who does what, but yeah, I'm enjoying it, but I started it when I was away, and I just wanted to get through like this one first, and maybe a couple of others which have been sort of hanging over me before I get to this I was in America. I hadn't really been able to see it in the UK, and we would like when I was there with my girlfriend, we would like go to like she loves reading, and she's a really fast reader. Anyway, we'd go to like Books A Millions and Barnes and Books A Million and other bookstores. But anyway, we stopped at a Barnes and Noble, and I would always go to the Star Wars section just on the off chance that this was there. And most of the time they had every other Star Wars title but this one, which is the one I was after. Anyway, this is before Christmas, and this Barnes & Noble has the biggest queue I have ever seen. It was huge. Anyway, guess what? I find out that they've got this book, but the queue is huge, and I said to my girlfriend, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to queue up for this because it's really hard to get and it's rare, and so I'm going to go for it. But she very kindly, because I want to get a coffee as well, so this Barnes & Noble had a Starbucks, so I went to queue for the Starbucks, which was not as long, and then she went to queue and bought this book for me. So, but actually we got done around about the same time. She might have even got done a little bit before me, but it was close. So that was a lesson in patience, you know. Good things come to those who wait, because I could have just gone, oh, look at that queue, and sacked it off, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm British, I don't mind queuing up for things, you know. It's fine. Alright, next. Let's go. A self-help book. You've seen this before as well. Again, it's one that I started and sort of got a bit through and haven't picked it up. It's called Quantum Love. I heard this author, Dr. Laura Berman, on a podcast, and it's like about how it's almost like using the universe to improve your relationships and things like that, whether you're single or in a relationship. And some of these self-help things is like you can pick and choose what you're going to take from it. Some of it's quite interesting and kind of makes sense, and some of it, if it's not your thing, you can just sort of, you don't have to implement it. But it's interesting. Again, it's just I haven't had time to read, so I'm not even halfway through this one, I don't think. But I do want to pick it up. I watch a lot of self-help stuff on YouTube anyway now, so I just like to sort of dip my toe into things and see if it's what it's like, and if it's not relevant or I don't agree or whatever, then I'll just obviously not bother with it. But it's quite interesting, it's like, I don't know what I was going to say, like it deals with like multiverses and things, but it's like, how we're not physical, I don't know, anyway, it's like the quantum universe and how you're sort of looking beyond the physical to manifest what you want in your relationships. I think that's the general hypothesis. She's a doctor and I'm not, so no, she's great. She's very intelligently written, and she's obviously had her own struggles with serious illness, and so this is kind of what inspired her to write the book. So she's a real inspirational individual as well. So yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think. You'll probably finish it before I do. Okay, next. Another one which I have started and not finished. This is Scenes from a Revolution with my Darth Vader bookmark, which my girlfriend got me. She actually got this from somebody like on Etsy who knits these bookmarks. How cool is this? And then she got me this thing for my birthday, and I got her an Outlander one because she loves Outlander. So it has the cover. So that's Sidney Poitier, probably from In the Heat of the Night, and that's Anne Bancroft from oh gosh, my mind is going blank now, The Graduate. And also you've got it's Dustin Hoffman from The Graduate. So basically this book talks about like the late 60s, early 70s Hollywood, or late 60s Hollywood, where it was like 5 movies up for the Best Picture Oscar, and how crazily different they were because times were changing, and like one was like a big mega studio film, and the others were like kind of like edgy new films at the time, you know. So interesting. I do love these kind of behind the scenes accounts. Really, they can get quite juicy. Makes a nice sound, actually, that spine. Sidney Poitier is a terrific actor. Okay, moving on. Talking of movies, this was made into the movie with Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro, which I've actually seen before I read this book. This book was actually given to me by a work colleague many years ago, and again, never got round to reading it. It's very short. Because he was too busy, Hunter S. Thompson was too busy doing other things, shall we say. It's getting really dark. It's been like sunshine and heavy rain all day today. But I'm looking forward to reading this. I enjoyed the movie. It really was like a sort of, hallucinogenic, drug-addled ride. I really enjoyed it, and the performances were really good. Let me know if you've seen Leaving Las Vegas or read this book. This was probably second-hand when my boss bought it, because it feels really old. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it because it will be a quick read. I don't know when this was written. I'm going to say like 1970s. I've no idea. 72. Okay. Yeah, okay. Leaving Las Vegas. I like the cover there, actually. When was this actual edition published? That's interesting. I think the typeface looks like the movie. Wait. It was written in 71. Published, reprinted 18 times. Blah, blah. Oh, it's not even telling me the actual year that this book was published. Could this be from 1972? No. I don't know. That's a mystery. I don't know, but it looks old. Look at the colour of that. Maybe this is from the 70s, I don't know. Yeah, it could be. Alright, last book. This is Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. This was actually also given to me by my work colleague who gave me the Leaving Las Vegas. Meditations on life, like philosophy. Oh, it's got so dark, it's going to throw it down. I have to pick up somebody from the train station, and looks like it's going to get pretty stormy even. Shouldn't be this dark at this time of day. It's like 4:30. It's not getting dark till like just after 6 now. It is getting lighter. And the clocks go forward tonight in the UK, so we're springing forward tonight, which might confuse me. I'm guessing this is Marcus Aurelius himself. This is interesting because this book is in immaculate condition. It feels fairly new, even though I've had this for quite a few years. Whereas this one from the same person is not. So interesting. Obviously the book was published like in Roman times, so oh my god. I mean this is saying 2006, so that's interesting. 2006. Okay. So it is old, but it's untouched. Here's one. Let's do another one. The light of a lamp shines on and does not lose its radiance until it is extinguished. Will then the truth, justice, and self-control which fuel you fail before your own end? Okay. Okay, so that's the last book. Okay, so that's a selection of books. Sorry I was rattling through this, just trying not to make the video too long, but I hope you really enjoyed this selection. my shelves, but let's do a bit of that before we go. Okay, I hope you enjoyed, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, comment, and I will see you soon for another ASMR video. Take care.